Hey there, Audra here. Do you love talking and learning and looking at different color trends to try and anticipate what is going to be hot next year? Well, I do too, obviously. And here is my take on the 2023 color trends we're going to be seeing. Now, I have to start this video by saying crazily, for the first time ever, almost every paint company picked some form of green last year for their 2022 color of the year. And it was no wonder. We saw green and have been seeing green everywhere, from green kitchen cabinets to green countertops to greenery. We still love it. Obviously, that's why it's trending. But that shows you also what a big trend that would be, and surely it was. So that was always very exciting. This year, we have to look and contrast to what the paint companies picked this year compared to last year. Last year, they were pretty similar across the board, obviously, all picking a green. Let's look at this year, shall we? We'll start with Sherwin-Williams. Now, Sherwin-Williams usually, because I do these trends trainings, the free ones, and I have one next week. I hope you can join me. Sherwin-Williams usually is fairly spot on with what is going to be hot. And in the past, from year after year, I'm always like, oh, whoa, they were right. And surely they were right with their color last year, Benjamin Moore as well with the green. But this year, they went rather bold with red and point. And I did put this on my Facebook and asked people, what do you think? And the goal here is bringing warmth in. And yes, it does have a red kind of undertone, which we really haven't seen a lot of shades or undertones of any sort of pink or red since the Tuscan era in the early 2000s. So this is interesting, a very interesting pick. And obviously when they pick kind of natural elements, it looks good. But then when you see the paint on the wall, I'm not really loving it. And I know you guys weren't either. Do I see it cropping up in accessories and decor here and there? Absolutely. And I am definitely seeing that already. And we'll be talking about that on my trends workshop. So that is Sherwin-Williams. Let's now look at Benjamin Moore. Let me close that up. And what do we notice? What is this? Raspberry blush. Another kind of undertone, reddish pink. Again, really strange to me, but interesting because it couldn't be a further color from what Sherwin-Williams picked in terms of saturation and pop. But look at this, joie de vivre. That's what they're saying. They strike the right chord, setting the stage for color trends. And you can see it on the wall, see what you think. Obviously, a very bold color, very bold color choice. And here it is. Not a fan again of seeing it on the wall, but will we see it in accessories? Cinnamon, yes, we have. Paprika, yes, we have. With a lot of the cognac leather accessories that we've seen, time will tell. Now, these two paint companies being the biggest, they kind of know a thing or two about what is trending. So I always, whether I agree or disagree, have to really take it into hot consideration. So let's look at the next paint company, Dunn Edwards. And their color of the year, yes, you guessed it, another kind of pinky red undertone, Terra Rosa. And they're Terra Rosa. And they have the video here, Life and Poetry. Again, it's definitely a different color than the other two, but we're seeing a strange pattern here, are we not? I don't know what to make of it. I do know millennial pink had been hot trending for many, many years. It's kind of trending out, so it's weird to see kind of a pinky rose, but it's not that far off, again, from the other two colors in terms of, here they were in the green realm. Now they're kind of in the reddish kind of pink undertone realms. It's very strange. Let's go to Better Homes and Gardens, their pick of the year, which I always have to look because people still look at their pick. And this one's a little different. Very fun, obviously. They're 2023. It's Canyon Ridge. And here they have kind of, let's see, a good photo of it, interior photos, it in kind of a wallpaper, it looks like. Here it is in a paint. So again, very desert feel, similar to kind of actually Sherwin-Williams, kind of fun. Uh, don't really know what to take of all these. It's kind of fun. So let's go to the next color, and that would be Bear. And Bear kind of did what the paint companies did a few years ago, and that was pick some sort of white. Of course, white and black has been trending for a while. It kind of took over the gray trend. So this isn't surprising, a very safe pick, but probably more true to what we'll see just because it's trending. Trends last years, fads last a short amount of time. So this is still trending, kind of trending out. The, Sherwin-Williams and Benjamin Moore picked some sort of white in the past, but Bear is just finally getting there. But one thing you'll notice, it's a little bit more of an off-white, which I think we're seeing more from the other paint colors, more warm tones. We're kind of moving away from the stark black and white. We still love the look of black and white. Farmhouse kitchen, still hot trending on Pinterest. People are still searching for that. That's been trending a long time. Joanna Keynes, thank you. And that stark black and white, depending on the space, is obviously the contrast still trending, but we are moving more towards warm tones, and we could see that from the other colors of the year picked. Finally, let's look at Glidden. And Glidden went with another pretty safe, has been trending for a while, jewel tones. But I like it. Vining Ivy. Especially is a good color, going well with the brown tones that we've been seeing. And you'll see here, they kind of put it with their palette where it doesn't look too far off from what we've seen, just those kind of dusty, warm colors going back to that. So I love this sort of stuff. I hope you do too. What we're going to do in my trends workshop, it's free, so I hope you sign up. I'll have a link here in this post and video below. Sign up, because what we like to do in the work chat room, which goes totally crazy, is we'll vote and we'll pick who picked best. What do you think? And I'm of course going to pick Farrow and Ball, and others, we're going to look at their whole palette, because now they don't just pick one color of the year, they have a whole palette, and that's a little like cheating. I like when you have to nail it down to one color. Pantone hasn't come out yet as of this video, so we'll see. They're usually been way off the last, not off, obviously a lot of research goes into what they're doing, but they always kind of go much differently than the paint companies. Certainly they did last year with a more lavender color than any of the greens. Will be interesting. So hope you can join me, and I hope you enjoyed this quick take on the color trends of 2023, what we're going to see. I think ultimately, where last year we were back to nature and greenery, I think if anything, these different paint colors show you that 2023 is all about self-expression, energetic colors, getting back to life and creativity and uniqueness. We are moving on. So it's a very exciting time to be in, especially in the design world. I'll see you in my trends workshop, and see you in the next video.